Hey there, this is the Gay Group Relationships channel. In this video we're going to take another look at the Rochester co-housing model, and in this video we'll take a walk through the main level, and as we do that, try to imagine what a house like this might be like on a kind of a normal day-to-day situation, or how it might function for events or on holidays or special times like that. So here we start out from the front door. This is facing the east, and we have the walkway up to the main front doors. You see that there's a little porch area, so I think that's nice. It makes it a nice neighborhood feel, chance to talk to neighbors that are passing and stuff like that. And we walk in, you'll notice the windows above the door to bring in extra light. And then, so this is the main front entry to the formal area. You see a formal, nice big dining table here. We have a grand piano set up over here. And next to the dining area, you have an entrance to the butler's pantry that just opened up there. And then if we look over on this side, there's a couple big couches, nice area for chatting and hanging out and socializing, with big glass doors that open out to the formal garden there. And the house is going to be upscale. It's going to have high-end finishes, really tall ceilings, so it has like a kind of exclusive feel. And then compared to other parts of the house that are going to feel more comfortable, more casual, and kind of comfortable like that. So here we walk in to the family room and the great room. So this is the main level. We have some seating right around here. We have, you see more doors opening out to that formal area. You might have a TV in here to watch some shows and that kind of stuff. Next to that we have the informal dining, and you'll notice outside the informal dining a large sliding door that goes out to the kitchen garden, where you'll have herbs and things like that that you can easily grab as you're cooking. And then we'll zoom around to the kitchen, and here we see this big island, multiple tiers on that, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in just a second. So from there we're going to have a look as if you're coming into the house from the garage. So here we have the garage, and if we look here, you see that really there are a lot of cars spaces, and that's kind of fun. Enough spaces for each bedroom to have a spot. And if we look at the garage from this direction, you see kind of a workspace over here and a storage closet that opens up to that. Here you have a little more shelving, room for some garbage cans and recycling, and then another storage room. And it's quite a large garage as far as depth as well. So you can fit trucks and have a passenger van there at the end. So if you're coming in, just kind of imagine if, different reasons when you'd be coming in to come home after work, or maybe after running errands or some kind of event. Say you're coming in from the grocery store, you have food storage here underneath the stairs, and so that's a convenient place to drop off so you don't have to carry things throughout the house. You also have what I call like kind of the drop area, or the lockers for the mudroom, and each person could have a space where they're leaving coats. Maybe they'd like to change into house shoes, leaving keys if they want, and that kind of stuff. This is also kind of the organization center for the house. There's a place where you could organize paper and mail and that kind of stuff. And looking on this side, you could have a little drop counter here. You could keep a calendar here to keep everything organized for the house and that kind of stuff. And at the end of this area, there is a powder bathroom. So if we zoom in a little bit there, you can see just there's a sink and a toilet. And so just kind of convenience for this end of the house to have a place to go bathroom. Looking back into the mudroom, you see that the east stairs look up, and they have a window up there to bring in some bit of natural light into this area of the house. And then we'll walk back into the kitchen. In the kitchen, let's have a look here. We have, as I mentioned, the multi-tiered island, and so with a group, you'd likely have some taller and shorter people in the group, and so this would allow for different people to have places where they can work more comfortably. And the kitchen does, has all the appliances anyone would need. There's a big sink, stove and oven, fridge, freezer. There's a bit of a food pantry to keep smaller food items right closer to the kitchen. And then in the butler's pantry, it's a full kitchen as well, where you could make snacks. You could do prep for formal meals here. There's also there's enough room for another fridge, freezer, and a deep freeze in there. You could store appliances, maybe have a kind of a coffee machine in there. So that's a nice space to keep messes out of the main kitchen when not using all of the space. And the dining area also, it has the doors this way and opening to this covered porch. And this is a nice, I think, little area right here in that all of these doors open up, so it really gives a good inside-outside feel to the covered patio back there out by the pool. The kitchen opens up to the game room with this large barn door that opens up. You have room for board game tables, and I have a kind of a video game station set up here, ping pong, pool table, and there's we'll zoom around. There's a storage behind this wall, and also storage in this door. So lots of storage in this house. We have another little table here for whatever's needed, card games or set things up. You have a little kitchenette if you're having parties. This opens up out to the pool right here, so you could have snacks and drinks there. Another fridge and freezer there. And next to that is actually a small little laundry cupboard. We have that there, so you could be washing pool towels and stuff in there. And also there are 2 bedrooms. You'll notice this door opens up to the hallway, kind of to give it a little bit of privacy from that social area. In each of the bedrooms, you walk in through this hallway closet where you have cupboards on each side for all the things that someone, the clothes and other things that someone's going to want to store. And then that kind of gives you a separation into the bedrooms. And so the bedrooms, there's noise isolation and stuff like that that makes it so that even if there's social events happening, people can go to their bedrooms and get rest and whatever. The downstairs bedrooms have these doors that open out to this green space. So if there's dogs or other pets, that would be a place for them to come in and out and be able to use that space. And the bedrooms are quite large. This is a king-size bed modeled here, and there's plenty of room for other things, a desk or whatever, if someone wants to have that in their room as well. The bathrooms are all the same as well. You have a nice size vanity. It's not squeezed in there, but the bathrooms aren't huge at the same time. They're simple, but there is the spa for when you feel like you need to kind of pamper yourself. And so we're going to take a quick shortcut through the wall to see the other bathroom. You see that it's just mirrored on this side, and this bedroom once again has doors out to that green area. And then we'll walk out through the hallway closet, and then that enters you into the hallway out here. And then we are probably going to do a shortcut back into the game room, and then from there we will look into the next room. So next to the game room we have this landing, more doors that open up to the south side where the pool is, and this is this west staircase that goes up. Have a little peek up there, and then if the group decided, or if it was in a place where there's a basement, this would be where the stairs going downstairs are. Behind that we have another storage closet, and then that opens up into the spa. So the spa would have a nice luxurious comforting feel to it. I think it would be relaxing, and you'd be able to set that mood with the decor and the selection of materials. Once again, you have this big sliding door that goes out to the pool, and in the wintertime the sun passing low in the sky will flood in the south side with lots of light, but in the summertime the direct sun stays out. So here we have the hot tub, and there's room for a massage table. So that would be nice features in the spa here. You have showers, there's a cold plunge over here, and if we look over on this wall, there's that sink on the end, and then there's a toilet here. So this toilet would function for a pool toilet, and for the game room and this part of the house, the gym as well, which is next to this. Next to the toilet, we have these two essentials for a spa. We have a dry sauna and a steam room, and each of those is large enough to seat 8 people. So the group can go in there and after workouts, or if they want to relax and chat, spend some time there together. So that brings us to the fitness room. Here we see the door going out to the north, so that people coming to work out with the friends or neighbors coming to work out can have that entrance, and so they're not going through the entire house. We have room for cardio equipment. There's a storage closet, stall bars. There's room for stretching. There's room for equipment, machines, free weights, whatever the group decides. And for exercises that require more space, the fitness room is right next to the rec room. So this can be used for exercise. It can be used for sports. It can be used for parties, social events. You see there's a stage right here, and so that can be used for functions as needed. And there's storage closets for tables and chairs here. There's a big door and a private or a regular sized door here as well, with parking and access to the street from there. And if we turn back around, we'll notice that I have hidden in the floor a trampoline and a trampoline wall. So that's kind of fun. The room would also have rigging so that you could hang other circus aerial equipment. And in this back corner, there's another powder bathroom that could be used for the pool or for people doing stuff out in the yard, so they don't have to come in through the house. Just a sink and a toilet there. So that's pretty much the house. We will take a quick look back, walk up to the front. Once again, kind of a big opening out to the pool area, and we will get back to the front of the house along the south wall. So we'll go from the rec room to the spa, and then I've missed a couple doors. There's a door from the spa out to the pool area as well. And then from here we go to the game room. The game room opens up to the kitchen through the large sliding door, and the family room and the great room. And then we go from there to the formal area and back out to the front of the house. So we'll have a zoom around back to the front, get a look of the overall view of the house from there as well. And let me know if you have any thoughts, any suggestions, any favorite parts of the main level that you enjoyed. We'll take a look at the upstairs in the next video. And until then, take care of yourself.